What's up guys? So in this video I will be giving you a first look at gameplay from the upcoming early access game TECHTONICA, which is an automation and exploration game by Firehouse Studios that takes place in the subterranean levels of an alien planet. It is inspired by Satisfactory and Factorio. It reminds me a little bit of Subnautica. It can be played single player like I will be doing here, or multiplayer co-op with up to 4 people. So let's check it out, but don't worry, I won't be giving any spoilers beyond the first half an hour or so of gameplay, because yes, there is a story to be unraveled here. The premise is this. You wake up in a mysterious facility, quite ominous, with no memory of who you are or how you got there. Outside, you see you're on an alien world in a vast cavern. This is where the Subnautica vibes first hit for me. I think it's the bioluminescence. The facility you're in is completely deserted and it's blocked by a cave-in. Don't worry, you can grab a pickaxe and hack your way out. Mining is a key component of this game and you can destroy almost all terrain, which is a great aspect. You approach this large piece of equipment and find that you can repair it by supplying it with certain materials. First up, it's iron and copper ore. So remember how I said you can destroy almost all terrain? Eventually you can build more heavy-duty equipment to blast through mountains super quickly, but ore veins are one thing that you can't actually hack away at, as far as I can tell at least. Swinging at it just yields the ore, it doesn't destroy it. Now you can mine ores manually, like so, or you can craft a mine drill, which I highly recommend. When you open your inventory, on the left is what you have, and on the right are different recipes, basically. The number on the icon tells you how many of that you can make with what you have on you, which is a nice feature. So for a mine drill, fortunately we have some of the stuff required already that we grabbed from our mysterious facility and are able to make a couple drills. We can place them up against an ore vein, but now we can see that we need to fuel it. Okay, fueled by what? Now that leads us to foraging. Obviously, this is a complex and very pretty environment. You can gather most plants you encounter, and once you build a hand scanner, which you'll do almost immediately, you can also scan them to learn about each plant, including whether you can cultivate it and grow it yourself later on. However, I will say I don't think those entries are very useful because once harvested, all plants are the same material, plant matter, and that is what you use as fuel. So let's pop some plant matter in one of our mine drills and voila, it's going. I think the graphics of this drill as it's, mining into the ore are fantastic. So after you get enough ore and you repair this terminal, some systems will come back online. So as I said, you repair your terminal and you'll see that you can upgrade it further. We need slightly more processed materials for that. Bars now, not raw ore. So let's look at how we unlock more tech to get our automation truly going, how research works. There are these giant glowing purple spheres. These are research cores. In your tech tree, you can see the different technology you have available and how many cores each uses up to become and remain activated. There's also some tech that, in order to unlock, you must first also find fragments of it in the world and scan it with your hand scanner. Okay, so back to our tech tree. There is a lot to unlock here. Let's do a smelter so we can get those bars going. It says we need 8 research cores. So we'll build those and then can go back to our tech tree and activate the smelter. Doing so basically reserves those cores for that tech. So ultimately to unlock all tech, you'll have a gazillion research cores. I think I like that. It's kind of like you are required to maintain a vast library of cores to support a vast wealth of knowledge. So now with our smelter, we can grab ore from our drills and pop it right in. But running back and forth may get tiresome. Here is where that automation and factory building really starts to take wing. You'll notice these little doors on all your machines. Well, you'll quickly unlock conveyor belts, inserters, and containers. You can thus create a production line where you have a container of fuel, linked to a drill, linked to a smelter, linked to another container in which to deposit the completed bars. Conveyor belts are used to link machines and containers. However, you must always have an inserter at each end of a conveyor belt to actually do the transfer to and from the machine. There are more types of inserters as well as you advance through the tech tree. Having all of this automated will be super important once you start needing upwards of 500 of a certain material for certain story tasks. And with proper equipment upgrades and repairs, you'll receive coordinates to other facilities and locales of interest, shall we say, that will populate on your HUD and give you a beacon to follow towards them. A couple important notes about the gameplay. There is no combat in the game. None at all. There are supposedly environmental threats and hazards, but no hostiles. Now, I actually kind of like this because it allows me to explore the map without the terror that I experience in virtually every other open world game. Also, as far as I can tell, I don't need to eat or drink anything to stay alive. Yeah, it doesn't seem you have no health bar. It doesn't really seem like you can die. And I mean, I'm trying. Also, I will say, when it comes to the base building, I mean, it seems like you can kind of build things hovering, like those stairs, which does obviously need to be worked on for the base building to be like a enjoyable, viable part of the game. As for my opinion overall, so far I'm enjoying it, and I will keep playing it because I do want to find out what happens in the story. I love premises like this one. It's my absolute favorite genre, and I do think it feels like a nice balance of automation, management, and crafting with a sprinkling of compelling story to drive you onwards. I think the music is good, the voice acting is good, it is only early access, literally the 0.1 version, and for an early access game, I'm feeling great about it. That being said, don't jump into it expecting a super polished final product. Jump into it because you love this genre of game, you love exploring alien worlds, and you're excited to support the continued growth of a really promising game while still enjoying some good gameplay along the way. And by all means, let me know if you get this game and love it, because, you know, I'm looking for people to play co-op with. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me here and taking the time to watch this video. And until next time, please take care of yourself. I'll see you soon.